Oh, jeez.
And there will be gorilla shit all over down there.
Wienering is slang for sex.
Wow.
Up on a rooftop, quick, quick, quick. Down to the crosshairs, I shoot your dick.
Oh, fart nigger.
Eight weeks with me, you're going to be ready for a commission in the Waffen SS.
What is the major problem, do you think?
Too much hormones.
You little bastard, you attacked my stepson?
And you guessed it, a Jew.
Rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme. We're too wild. We're too out of control. We're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
I'm so sorry. I'm PBDing it right now. Good morning, boys and girls. I'm munching on saltine crackers. And I've got them. The horrible thing about saltine crackers, they get stuck all over up in your mouth. Welcome to the program. What a week we've had so far. Incredible week. Thank you. We got banks on both shows. We're going at this rate. Oz is going to make some bank this week. And Oz also has a new dad joke book. Look at that. He'll be here tomorrow. It's our last day of two-a-days this week. You know, I understand the criticism if people want to say, Aaron, you have a 3-day-a-week job tops. Fair. Thursdays with Oz barely counts as a real work day. And Rumble Link Friday is just a pisser. So, if you want to say I've got a 3-day work, technically in late 2020, when we had to leave 101, you could argue I went into semi-retirement. My God. Retirement with a goal. That's what we call it. We have an awesome show today. We're going to go over some of these primary results. I really don't know, and I don't care. How did the DSA do? I guess there was some communist in Wisconsin that was running that hates Thanksgiving. What's her name? Vang or whatever. I'm getting really racist on Asian people. Like, they're all becoming Vang to me. There was, the cop that got arrested and put in prison as part of the George Floyd thing. His name is Tu Tao. I called him Tao Vang. Tao Vang was the pedophile that Tim Walz pardoned, and then we deported him. Then I think there was a guy named Vang, no offense, who shot a guy in the woods in Wisconsin like 10 years ago. So like every Asian person is becoming Vang to me, and it's like I'm feeling my middle-aged racism like come forward as I get older. We got a lot to talk about on the primary thing. Great news for the audience. They're going to be very happy about this. We have officially accomplished our mission. I am in my super villain era. I am the super shredder. I am the secret of the ooze. We have completely exposed Haley and that whole community as a bunch of lying, disingenuous simps. And I think it is the ultimate win for the toe. Now, here's what I need to learn in life. When you get the win, walk away from the table. So I'm sitting here with a stack of chips in front of me. I made these people crash out for 2 straight days. It'll be a 3rd straight day today. All over a 25-minute Stalin clip. So we're done. It's over. I'm declaring victory over Haley, an eternal victory. I'm a better human being. I have less of a rap sheet. We played the clip yesterday that proves she's still trying to mimic the effects of opioids and lying about a bad back. I mean, guys, this is complete decimation. This might be the biggest toe victory since JJ. This is big. This is big. So thank you, guys. And by the way, I made no money on it. When we were doing the Haley stuff, all the money came in, and it's come in this week, believe me. It's come in when we stopped talking about it. People don't want to hear about it. So I've notched this W, exposed that entire Dabbleverse again, shaved off some of its audience. The circle had to get tighter to cope simp for her, and that takes out some of the casuals. So we pointed it out yesterday when Carl and Shuli used to go live with some big breaking announcement. They'd have 2,000, 2,100 people. Now, the biggest thing they can do is follow me. I'm the biggest thing they got. And even then, it's like 1,100, 1,200 people. Like, their audience has been cut in half on their big days. Fucking brutal. Brutal. And now after this Haley thing, there's a lot of other people who are now starting to notice. They're like, oh my God, these guys are just a bunch of simps. They will spin reality and lie, cheat, and steal just to try, because their prime directive is Aaron bad. Aaron's a terrible guy. And anytime they always get exposed as worse than me. And when they do, they go defend the prime directive. And that's what's going on with Haley. They're defending the prime directive. Never forget how I made you fucking do that. Crushed them. Killed them. Killed them. And now we continue on with our mission. See, that's why Steel Toe is better than all these other shows. That's why we can't be involved with those communities. We have to let those lesser communities lie, like the Dabbleverse, because we get our shots in, we get our W's, and we clock out and we go to other things. It's a busy day today. Dude, the Tyler Robinson case is falling apart. I don't know if you saw that. Candace Owens and Andrew Wilson are going to have their debate. Mike Lindell's governor dreams are done. But I think the first race we have to cover today is the one that most of our audience is concerned with. And I think we'll give this guy a call tomorrow when Oz is on. Zach X, as you know, our boy Zach X, he was running for city council in Ward 4 here in St. Cloud. Now, don't ask me what ward I am. I have no fucking idea what ward I'm in. But Zach X, I think I'm in Ward 2 of St. Cloud. Where is my ward in St. Cloud, Minnesota, if I live at... I can't remember my address. It's the heroin. Sorry. Haley and I made peace yesterday. She gave me some of her hillbilly heroin. If I live at 10... there we go. What ward am I in? I'm in Ward 3. So Zach was probably representing the poor people ward. Now, what if you live in... oh, God, what's the rich part of town? What's that called? Down south. The neighborhood's got a name. Piss off, Lou. It's, help me out, guys. Walden Woods. If you live in Walden Woods, what ward are you in? Better not be 4. I'm going to feel so poor if Zach X wanted to run in a wealthy ward. Oh, fuck. If you live in Walden Woods, you are located in Ward 4. Oh, no. Zach X was trying to represent a richer ward than I live in. Ew. Gross. Well, in the Towboys Facebook page last night, Adam was nice enough to share with us the results of the city council primary, and unfortunately, it looks like they had Ward 1 open and Ward 4 open. Now, I think technically, I think if you come in second, I believe you go on to the general election. And as you'll see here, Zach X was in a 4-person race. So all he needed to do was beat 2 people. We'll see how he did here. We got Joe Barada Craig Harung in first with 1,284 votes. Oh, Zach X just missed it. Joe Barada in second with 33.91% at 1,087 votes. Aman Abdi coming in third at 734 votes. Zach X coming in dead last at 101 votes. I'm going to be really honest with you. That is 101 votes more than I thought he would get. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aaron, what do you mean? I mean, he was going to vote for himself, don't you think? I really thought he was going to fuck that part up. So I'll be honest, Zach X getting 101 votes, it seems like he's a giant fucking loser who couldn't get any votes. You know, if you spin it, and the dishonest media will spin it, that Zach X was some kind of a failure, I think Zach X outperformed even the most generous projections of what he would do in this primary election with his 101 votes. It also shows that 101 mental retards are walking around with the constitutional right to vote in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I mean, 835 if you count that Abdi guy's votes. But look, I ain't trying to get political. So Zach X did not win his bid for a seat on the St. Cloud City Council, but Abdi didn't win either. So that's kind of a wash, right? Let's see what we've got. Red Fox Matt, don't spoil it for us. I was just going to share the results with everybody here in a second. Thanks for starting us off today.
Red Foxmat has donated $5 and says, oh no, Mike Lindell has no job now. He lost the governor primary and stepped down from MyPillow CEO. Mike Lindell on unemployment.
Well, I mean, I think they're going to hand him that CEO job back. I don't think you have to worry about Mike Lindell, maybe being on crack again. You know, he's not going to start taking kratom like Haley's, for a fake back problem. He's not going to have, I think they'll give Mike his gig back. I think Mike will be employed. At the very least, they're going to hire him, to work on the line. He'll always have a job at MyPillow. Although, if there's a background check at MyPillow, he might not pass it. So, who knows? Mike Lindell has not conceded the race, by the way. Mike Lindell says, I wish I were kidding about this. Mike, I'll pull it up for you. Mike Lindell says that there may be irregularities with the voting in Minnesota and that he may not have actually lost. Dude, I'm telling you, man, Dominion drops their lawsuit against Mike Lindell and he goes right back to the well again. He goes right back to the election was bullshit. It was stolen from. Yeah, here you go. Take a look. Lindell will not concede, claims there are anomalies in the numbers that his teams will be looking into overnight. So Mike Lindell's like, look, I'm not so sure this thing's over. Now, has he changed his mind and conceded since then? Because that was at like 11 o'clock. Oh, no, never mind. Ladies, so here, the first story we have to cover today. Let's just jump right into the Mike Lindell thing. There was a primary for governor yesterday, and former television anchor and NFL journalist Michelle Tafoya, who's, I believe, born and raised in Minnesota. Michelle Tafoya won the primary, no, for the Senate. I'm sorry, I got the wrong race. Lisa DeMuth. Lisa DeMuth, who's from up near here in Cold Spring. She's currently, I think, the Speaker of the Legislature, Speaker of the House in the Minnesota Legislature. Lisa DeMuth is now the Republican candidate for governor. She's going to run against Amy Klobuchar, who crushed everybody in the Democratic primary. It's going to be DeMuth versus Klobuchar. We're getting a lady governor for the first time in Minnesota history, no matter what. Our first lady governor. She beat Mike Lindell, who I'll admit he came in second place. I thought Kendall Qualls was going to do better than Mike Lindell did. Kendall Qualls got the party endorsement at the convention. I really thought Kendall Qualls was the best candidate and has been twice now. But the Republicans just will not elect a black dude. They'll elect a Coos over a black dude. Kendall Qualls came in third. Mike Lindell beat him. He got like 20-some% of the vote. But Michelle Tafoya got like 30-40% of the vote. Lisa DeMuth got like 30-40% of the vote. She won the thing. But this was Mike Lindell's immediate reaction last night to, quote unquote, as they say, losing the primary.
Hold on. We just gained 5,000 votes. And we gained 5,000 votes, everybody. And the last 13.
Oh, no. There's supposed to be, when you say we just gained 5,000 votes, there's supposed to be a big uproar. Yeah, fucking great. Like, even if you're second place in a governor's primary, I'm sorry, I am going to eat this cracker. Even if you take second in a governor's primary in Minnesota, there's still going to be like 100 or 1 to 200 people at your event. There's still going to be enough people where you could even hear individual clapping. Where the fuck did everybody go that Mike Lindell's like, we just gained 5,000 votes, everybody? That's a lot in a primary in Minnesota. Nobody made a sound, which leads me to believe if we turned the camera, Mike Lindell might be yelling at an empty room with one janitor sitting down in the back, and he's screaming into the void.
5,000 votes, everybody. And the last 13,000 votes that were counted, we got 5,000. We could gain 5,000 votes. So let's think about this. That means I got 10,000, and the rest of them got 3,000. If this is a sign.
Anyone else want to check the MyPillow math on that one? In the last 10,000 votes that came in, that would wait. Did he say he gained 5,000 votes and then say in those 10,000 I got 10,000 votes and they got 3,000? I got to hear the math one more time. Mike Lindell's losing his shit.
We got 5,000. We could gain 5,000 votes. So let's think about this. That means I got 10,000, and the rest of them got 3,000.
As my girlfriend likes to say, the math ain't mathin'. You gained 5,000 votes, which means you got 10,000, and they got 3,000. One more time, Mikey.
We could gain 5,000 votes. So let's think about this. That means I got 10,000, and the rest of them got 3,000. If this is
Mike, let's not use thousands because those are big numbers. I get it. They're intimidating. They're scary. Let's say you gained 5 votes, Mike. You gained 5 votes. So in the last 10 votes, you would have taken how many? And they would have taken how many? If Mike gained 5 and 10 came in, that would mean somehow you sawed a man in half, and then 7 people and the top half of that man voted for you, and 2 and the bottom half of that man voted for everyone else. That would mean you gained 5 votes. Now just add zeros to it, Mike, and the math still holds up. There's somebody at Dominion right now watching this going, I can't believe we dropped our fucking lawsuit against this buffoon.
This is a sign we will have the lead within an hour. I mean, this is big news. This is a big jump, and they must have started counting the day of votes. So
You keep going up.
Okay.
Nobody's clapping. Nobody's excited. But at the same time, nobody's got the heart to go over to Mike and go, Mike, hey, buddy, love you. You're doing a great job, pal. But do you think maybe it's over? Do you think maybe, hey, Mike, maybe we should all go home? He might still be there. Somebody might want to check on Mike Lindell. He might still be at that hotel convention room, which is illegal because technically that's past the rental time. So he might have to pay an extra day fee. But somebody should go check on Mike. He might be there like Hitler in the bunker. You know, the votes are coming in from Steiner County. Mike, there is no Steiner County. Everyone leave the room.
All right, everybody. Does anybody have any other questions?
Yeah. How long have you been a nut bar?
If the AP calls the race with Lisa Dameth in the next half hour, will you concede?
If who does?
If the AP calls the race.
AP stands for asshole projectors. I won't have any of those Jews calling this race. Mike was pissed. You see that lady go, Lisa Dameth, by the way. I keep calling her Demuth. I'm an asshole. Lisa Dameth. She may be our new governor. Probably not. I'm going to make my prediction right now. Amy Klobuchar wins by double digits. But Mike Lindell got that question. What if the AP calls it? He's like Mel Gibson when he was yelling at his girlfriend on the phone, where she would make a reasonable point and he would go, what? What?
You should just fucking smile and blow me!
Mike Lindell should give that kind of speech. She's like, what if the AP calls it for your opponent? Innocent question, seeing as your opponent's up by double digits.
You're a dishonest cunt!
All right, I guess so.
All right, everybody. Does anybody have any other questions?
If the AP calls the race with Lisa Dameth in the next half hour, will you concede?
If who does?
If who does? What did you say? You want to die, bitch? Mike is not having any of this AP nonsense. What does Adrian Peterson's opinion have to do with me winning the governor's race?
Dameth in the next half hour, will you concede?
If who does?
If the AP calls the race.
What is the AP with the voters? What the AP? Why would I listen to the AP?
Whoa. I was kidding, Mike. I didn't say that's how you should react. I said it would be funny if you reacted that way. I didn't say, hey, Mike, you know what you should do? Act like the AP is inconsequential, even though they've called literally every election correctly except 2000, where the Republicans probably cheated. That's the thing. I always like I'm old enough now. Like when you get to 40, I mean, kind of when you get to 30, but definitely by the time you get to 40, you've lived long enough to watch everybody lie, cheat, and steal. So you don't fall for the whole, or you shouldn't fall for the whole, Democrats lie and steal elections. Republicans lie and steal it. They both should be lying and trying to steal elections. They're greedy duopolists who are trying to steal your money. Why would you think they're going to run things on the up and up?
There's 265,000 votes left to count. I'm down by 18,000 now. We just gained 5,000. I'm not going to give up this race until the votes are counted. That's nonsense.
Until all the votes are counted?
Until the votes are counted where I can't win. I mean, why would I call it now? Should I say it again? Now there's 264,000 votes left to count out of the last 13.
You know what? Let's put Mike out of his misery. Let's go check the math on that. Are there 260,000 votes in a Republican primary in Minnesota? Aren't there only like 2 million registered voters in this state? 2 or 3 million? You think 252,000 are voting in the Republican primary? How many voters are in Minnesota? 3.8 million. All right, I was off by 800,000. 3.8 million. But no, who fucking votes in a primary? All right, let's go check Mike's math. Maybe he's right. Let's start with the Republican side on the primary deal here, and let's see. Oh no! Oh, he's right. There's 300, 400. There's about 400,000 votes for a Republican primary in Minnesota. But here we go. 99% of votes counted. Lisa Dameth, 43.4%. Mike Lindell, 32.5%. He lost by 45,000 votes. Now, he has nothing to be ashamed of there. Like, Mike Lindell has no business getting a third of the vote in a Republican primary. As a matter of fact, I'm a little embarrassed of the state of Minnesota that they let this fucking cuckoo bird have a third. This is how much the Republicans in Minnesota don't want a black guy to be their candidate for governor. They'll go with the loopy Mike Lindell over the guy who got nominated at the state convention in May. Kendall Qualls is a really good candidate. Dude, you guys remember this. I've been rooting for Kendall Qualls since, I want to say 2018, but definitely since 2022. I've said Kendall Qualls is the guy. He's not crazy. Who's that guy they ran after COVID in 22? I think that's when I said Qualls should be the guy. Scott Jensen. Remember the guy who wore a white doctor's lab coat everywhere? The fucking weirdo. I hated that guy. He was a nut bar. He was right on COVID. That was it. Everybody was right on COVID. My uncle, who thinks that Nancy Pelosi's actually was hanged at Guantanamo Bay, was right on COVID. That doesn't mean I think he should be governor. So the Minnesota Republican Party really doesn't want that black dude winning, because they gave him 21% of the vote. Mike Lindell got 32%. Lisa Dameth, the current Speaker of the House, she's going to be the candidate for governor, and she's going to be running against Amy Klobuchar, who take a look at those numbers. Holy shit, the Democrats had about 700,000 people come out for theirs. They're going to fucking kill the Republicans in November. Oh, shit. And they got all the way behind one candidate. A lot of those Mike Lindell people might get pissy and stay home. Amy Klobuchar, look at this. Amy Klobuchar was 614,000 votes. I believe if you combine all of the Republicans, they didn't get as many votes as she did. Let's see. 300, 400, about 400. Oh, God, she would have doubled them up, right? Would she have 600. She would have won by 200,000 votes. If you would have combined all the Republican primary votes, they would not have equaled what Amy Klobuchar got in the Democratic primary. So you could even give the Republicans every Democratic vote that wasn't Klobuchar's. Let's say every Kobe Lane, Muhammad Wazwaz, the Walk the Dinosaur guy, Po Vang. Oh, no, not a fucking Asian guy named Vang. I'm already having enough trouble with that. And Oli Savior. You would have thought Oli Savior would have done better in the Scandinavian crowd, but you could give all of their votes. Let's say all of these supporters are going to be pissed that Amy Klobuchar won. You give them all to Lisa Dameth. You give all the Mike Lindell, Kendall Quall votes to Lisa Dameth. She still would get crushed by Amy Klobuchar. So it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. Smartest thing the Democrats did was get rid of Tim Walz, man, because they were going to have a hell of a time with anything Tim Walz related. So thank goodness he didn't get another turn. Captain Crunchy says, are you still live on YouTube? Fuck! I did it again. God, I suck at this part. Thank you guys over on YouTube for coming on over here. By the way, T-Jeff over on YouTube says your Lindell started turning into Ventura. It always does. It always does. You see the link there in the YouTube chat, guys? Go ahead and click that. Come on over to Rumble. Let's have some fun. There's also Facebook and X, but come on over to Rumble and say hi. We'll chat with you. See you later, YouTube. I keep forgetting to cut these assholes loose.